The history of the Black Creek Indians and their ongoing journey to reclaim their identity is a complex story, interwoven with themes of resilience, loss, identity, and survival. Their identity, which blends African American and indigenous roots, emerged through centuries of shared experiences of resistance, oppression, and adaptation. Today, members of the Black Creek Indian community are taking various approaches to revive, sustain, and celebrate their cultural identity. The Black Creek Indians, whose ancestors include African American individuals who found refuge within Creek communities, are striving to reclaim a unique identity. This historical and ongoing effort stands as a testament to the resilience of a community that has weathered profound challenges over the centuries. The Creek Nation, which the Black Creek Indians are part of, has a history marked by forced displacement, warfare, and significant cultural shifts due to European colonization. Initially, the Creek Confederacy was a robust coalition of different indigenous groups in the southeastern United States, known for its diverse society that permitted some degree of integration for outsiders, including people of African descent. Many African Americans joined Creek society in various ways, some through enslavement, others as free individuals, and still others as escapees from the oppressive environment of the colonial and antebellum South. This integration laid the groundwork for the formation of a distinctive community that would later be recognized as Black Creeks. Their shared hardships fostered a unity that helped African American Creeks and Native Creek people withstand the trials that would follow. With the encroachment of colonial powers and eventually the formation of the United States, the lives of both Native Americans and African Americans in the Southeast faced significant upheaval. The forced removal of indigenous people from their ancestral lands, commonly known as the Trail of Tears, reshaped the Creek Nation, causing death, loss of land, and fragmentation of cultural practices. During this period, Black Creek Indians were often viewed as outsiders within both the broader Creek society and by the settlers. For the Black Creeks, identity and survival became increasingly complicated as they sought to maintain their cultural ties in a world where the dominant social and political structures actively undermined their existence. Many Black Creek Indians were subjected to both racism and exclusion within Creek society, and this dual marginalization fueled the complexity of their identity. In the post-Civil War era, legal and social changes further fractured Creek society. During this period, federal policies forced the Creek Nation to negotiate new treaties that imposed external notions of race and identity upon their community. The Dawes Rolls, the official census created by the U.S. government to allocate lands to Native Americans, categorized Creek members by race, often excluding individuals of African descent or labeling them as freedmen. The categorization system left a deep scar on the Black Creek community, as their indigenous heritage was systematically erased in official records. This bureaucratic erasure denied Black Creeks full recognition and benefits that other members of the Creek Nation could claim, and it has taken more than a century for these classifications to be contested. The Black Creek Indians, therefore, find themselves in a unique struggle, reclaiming their indigenous identity while also challenging the historical narrative that sought to divide them from the larger Creek community. Today, the fight for identity recognition is waged on multiple fronts. Individuals within the Black Creek Indian community engage in storytelling and oral history preservation to reconnect with their roots. Elders pass down stories of their ancestors, preserving a heritage that was suppressed for generations. Community leaders organize cultural events, powwows, and gatherings where traditional Creek customs are revived, serving as both a celebration of identity and a form of resistance against historical erasure. Legal battles have also become a central component of the Black Creek's fight for identity. Black Creek Indians seek inclusion in tribal roles, the same way other members of the Creek Nation have been recognized, ensuring that their indigenous heritage is acknowledged and respected. The legal struggle reflects a broader quest for sovereignty and equality, as Black Creeks work to rectify the historical injustices that separated them from the full recognition afforded to other Creeks. This issue is complicated by existing tribal politics, as some segments of the Creek Nation resist recognizing the Black Creeks due to lingering biases and concerns over federal funding allocations. Nevertheless, Black Creek advocates argue that recognition is a matter of right, not privilege, and their efforts have garnered support from allies both within and outside the indigenous community. Education plays a pivotal role in the Black Creek Indians' reclamation of identity. Members of the community actively work to share their history, culture, and the intersectional struggles they have faced with the broader public. By raising awareness about their dual heritage, the Black Creek community challenges widely held stereotypes and misunderstandings that persist about both Indigenous and African American histories. Schools, universities, and community organizations have become important platforms for Black Creek advocates to tell their story. Through academic research and public outreach, they shed light on the unique experiences of the Black Creek Indians, highlighting how their resilience has shaped their identity and the significance of their place within the larger narrative of American history. Art and cultural expression have also emerged as powerful tools in the Black Creek Indians' fight for recognition. Contemporary artists, musicians, and writers within the community draw upon their heritage to create works that celebrate the fusion of Creek and African American influences. These artistic expressions serve as a form of cultural preservation and resistance, allowing Black Creeks to reclaim and reinterpret symbols, stories, and traditions that were once threatened by colonialism and forced assimilation. The visual and performing arts, in particular, provide a space where Black Creek identity can flourish and be shared with audiences who may have little awareness of their unique history. This cultural revival embodies the resilience of the Black Creek Indians and their commitment to preserving and sharing their heritage for future generations. Religion and spirituality, too, have become areas through which Black Creek Indians seek to reconnect with their heritage. Indigenous Creek spirituality, which places significant value on nature, ancestors, and community, resonates deeply with the Black Creek identity. Many members of the Black Creek community are reviving spiritual practices that had been suppressed or abandoned due to historical pressures. Through ceremonies, rituals, and a renewed connection to the land, Black Creek Indians strengthen their ties to the Creek Nation and affirm their place within it. These spiritual practices serve as a means of healing and empowerment, reminding Black Creeks of their resilience and the enduring strength of their ancestors. The efforts of the Black Creek Indians to reclaim their identity are not without obstacles. In addition to legal and social barriers, they confront skepticism from within the Creek Nation itself, where some community members resist acknowledging a history of racial integration. This resistance underscores the complexities of Indigenous identity in a modern world that often categorizes people in ways that ignore the nuances of lived experience. Yet, the Black Creek Indians continue their journey, seeking unity with other Creeks while also asserting a distinct identity shaped by both African and Indigenous ancestries. Their work exemplifies the ongoing challenges of reclaiming Indigenous identity in a society where race, history, and politics intersect in complex ways. The movement to restore Black Creek identity reflects broader questions about who is allowed to claim a place within a tribal nation. For many Black Creek Indians, recognition is not solely about gaining legal rights or financial benefits, but about achieving a deeper sense of belonging and validation within their own community. As the Black Creek Indians continue their efforts, they serve as a reminder of the resilience that has allowed them to persist and evolve, despite the many challenges they have faced. Their determination to honor their heritage and their ancestors embodies a powerful narrative of resistance, one that defies historical erasure and asserts their rightful place within the Creek Nation and within the broader tapestry of American history. Today, Black Creek Indians are forging a new path, one that blends the traditional with the contemporary and affirms the importance of cultural identity in the face of historical adversity. Their ongoing struggle to reclaim their identity resonates beyond the confines of their community, representing a universal desire for recognition, respect, and connection to one's roots. In reclaiming their heritage, Black Creek Indians not only honor the past, but also create a foundation for future generations, ensuring that their unique identity endures and flourishes. Their journey highlights the power of cultural revival as a means of resistance and serves as an inspiration for other marginalized communities striving to reclaim their histories and identities in a world that often seeks to silence them.